Hey, it's January 1st. I wanted to put this up here. I just wanted to let you guys know. I wanted to ask you guys, what are some of your New Year's goals? I don't make New Year's resolutions. They're just too hard to keep. You can keep them if you really work hard at them. But here's some of the things that I really want to work on. You guys know, obviously, I speak fondly of reading the Word and talking about God. I don't try to shove it down people's throat. But number one goal this year is I don't think I did too bad last year, but I want to read the Bible extremely more. I want to make it my number one priority, which I do anyway, but I want to improve my scripture readings. Number two is I want to pay off. There's three things I like to pay off, and they're very reachable. Because when I paid my car off, and my car is almost like brand new because it's old, but it's like brand new because I just took good care of it. When I got that car, I was like, I'm going to take care of it. I had a lot of people say, you act like you're driving a, like a high fancy sports car. I looked at them, I go, that's not the point. That is not the point. And so when I went to the car lot, I drove to the car lot with a car that had a colored fender on the passenger side, and the bumper had I put a new bumper on, and it was discolored. And it wasn't running that good. So obviously when I got in that car the following week and drove it home, yes, I'm going to take care of it. Yes, I like my car. And yes, I think my car is something else. Now you guys can, people were like, oh, I was only kidding. I said, no, you wasn't kidding. You act like as if I'm supposed to have a Vet or a Ferrari or something. It don't matter. When you go in debt for a car, you need to take care of it, and I take pride in everything I do. I take pride in this place. I take pride in taking care of my cat. I take pride in keeping this place. I don't own this place. I rent. So when my landlord walks in here, and he's like, wow, this is nice, man. I get compliments all the time. So that's a bullcrap statement when people say that. No, I don't act like my car is a Ferrari, but what I do like is I like my car, and I like my truck. When I bought my truck, I invested $2,000 in my truck. Now everybody says, hey man, if you ever want to sell that, let me know. Because they know why? Because I take good care of it. So anyway, that's off that one. But I want to pay my truck off. And I want to invest another $3,000 in it because it does look pretty good. I mean, it looks really good. I want to get some rims and there's a couple other things I want to do that'll just little things that'll make it pop. So that's one. But $3,000, I'm going to work my butt off to do that because I want to try to get out of debt. I want to make this year, 2024, Lord willing, only if the good Lord wills, is to try to get out of debt. I want to get completely out of debt. And I want to, you don't realize that, some people do, but, a man with no bills is a man with a lot of money. A man with no bills is a man with a lot of money. And if you don't have no bills and you got a job and you're complaining about a car, what you should do is find somebody and sleep in their basement. Say, hey, I'll give you this X amount of dollars. You let me have that basement. You let me sleep in your basement, I'll pay you this much. Because a person that's needing a little bit of cash, they say like, well, how much you going to pay me? I'll pay you $35 a week. You times 30, 4 times 25 is 100. 4 times 40 is whatever. 4 times 50 is whatever. So who's ever letting you rent that basement or some room and you want to sleep there? See, this is what a lot of young people should do. They should do that and say, hey, you don't have a car. Yeah, but I got a bank account and I'm getting my ducks in a row. Because when I move out of this basement, I'm going to buy me, because I was looking at stuff, and this is just a New Year's thing I'm going to throw up every year. But I was looking at how they said on YouTube, like a lot of people are in poverty because they have to have a car, or they should go out here and buy a car to take them to point A to point B, and then find somebody that you know that is not full of crap, somebody that's got their life together, like they got a goal and they got structure, and ask them, hey, can I rent that room, man? I promise you I won't do nothing. I won't bring no girls over. I'll respect you. I'll just take a shower. I'm gonna go to work, and I'm gonna let you know I'm saving up money. But what happens is a lot of people, they move in with somebody and they try to take their kindness for weakness, and then they not work on their purpose or work on their goals. If you're young, you really got more going for you than you do somebody that's got all this nice stuff. Not that I'm saying that ain't good, but a lot of people out here are in debt. In debt. They may look like they got a lot, but they're in debt. I remember when I bought my car, you know, and as old as I am, I should have known better. I remember saying to myself, I got a nice car, but I still can't afford to take out no girl. I still can't afford to do this. I can't afford to do that. I ain't taking no girl out for dinner. You know why? Because I can't afford to take her out for dinner. I ain't feeding you anyway. Me and you go out, we going to split the bill. I'm not taking no more girls out. No more. I ain't done that in a long time. This ain't bashing on women, but I'm like, no, you want to hang out and you want to get to know each other, why don't we go to the park and why don't we walk? Or why don't we go to a little ice cream parlor and we can sit there. And a lot of girls are like, he wants to take me to the ice cream parlor, girl, and sit there. If you're a little nasty attitude, you can just go on, move on. You know, get to know the girl. Find out what she's all about. Same way if it's a girl and a guy. I'm trying to meet a guy. You know, they really like you. They're going to go ahead and do that kind of stuff. If you got to start forking out cash, chick, you need to go. Because I ain't got no money. I'm trying to get money. I'm trying to get my life together. You know, I ain't got time for that. So I just want to say that too. So anyway, I paid my car off. I was like, man, I'm going to pay this car off and then, you know, take that money and slide it to another bill or take that money and put it in the bank. You see what I'm saying? You feel me? So anyway, to sum that up, I want to try to get out of debt this year. So it's very reachable. Now, will I reach it? I don't know, but I got a whole year. The good Lord willing, and only if the good Lord wills, then I'm going to try to, I know I got 3 or 4 things that I'm going to pay off. I know 3 or 4 things I'm going to pay off, and I want to invest more money in my truck because I got a nice car in the garage. And it's paid off, and I got a new owner. So the new owner automatically wanted to jack this rent up, which really threw me a curveball. And that's another thing too, you guys. It's just me telling you, man, these people that own these apartments and these houses, man, they're just robbing people. No wonder people can't live. If there's anybody here, I always tell people, if you were smart and if you wasn't in a party and then banging a bunch of chicks and throwing your money away, because that's what a lot of us make our mistake. I love women. I love women. Women have been my biggest downfall in my life. Biggest downfall. My big downfall. And to this day, my sons and my daughters say, Dad, you don't say nothing bad about girls, do you? I said, no, because I love them to death. I just can't be with one. I can't afford them. One, they don't want to take care of themselves. They got trashy mouth. Not all of them. But they have no, I don't know, it's not, you know, it's just, you know, and there's some good women out there. The men that got good women, they ain't coming off of them, you know. And these dumbass women that get us divorced after being married to a guy for a long time because she's like, oh, I just didn't feel loved. And I just didn't, you know, and then you leaving, you're going to find out you just going back to the streets. So there you go. So the car, I paid off. The truck, I want to pay off my truck. I don't owe that much on my truck. I don't owe that much on another bill. I don't owe that much on another bill. I don't owe that much on another bill. So I could see. I'm like, you know. So I'm like, boom. And then what else I want to do? Oh, another one of my things I think that I want to do. I know I want to do is I want to program myself to stop going for these streaming services. I have a library of movies in there. I said to myself when I was Bible studying the other day, I looked and I said, Vic, watch your DVD. You got physical copies in there. You got Xbox Series X. You got a PlayStation 5. You got an Xbox Project Scorpio. You got a PS4 Pro. You have a PS3. You have all kinds of stuff to slide those discs in and play. Why are you downloading all these streaming services? Back in the day, all I had was Netflix. Netflix is all I had. Now I got Netflix, I got Peacock, I got Apple. I'm keeping Netflix. Not getting rid of Netflix. If I had to get rid of any streaming services, it would be Peacock, it would be Apple. And Apple is impressive. Apple is impressive. You talking about, Apple is impressive, man. I only had them for a month. But here's the thing, $15 for this one, $9 for that one, $4 for this one, $6 for that one. You know, these streaming services add up, and where they get you is like, oh, you can only watch this on our service. So, you know, you'd be like, oh, I really want to watch that show. Then somebody, I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say. Yeah, well, you know, just drop you $10 just for that month and then cancel. You know, I don't really want to do all that. Because a lot of times they hook you in because sometimes 2 months go by and you be like, man, I forgot I was supposed to cancel that. So they make $30 off of you, you know, which is okay. you know, which is okay, no biggie. But I won't try to be a really penny pinching type of dude this year. I really want to, you know. Another one of my goals this year is, that's another one. I'm really cutting down on that. I want to, back in the day, like I told you guys, not to get back on streaming services, I had Netflix, Shudder, and Hulu. Netflix, Shudder, and Hulu. I am very disappointed that Hulu got bought by Disney. I just don't care for Disney. I don't care for Disney at all. I don't, you know, if you go for Hulu, Hulu is like $6.99. Could I go back and get them? Yeah. But then, you know, Disney, every time I try, because I used to have Hulu, and they weren't under the Disney umbrella. They were under Comcast. But Comcast, you know, pushed it off on Disney. And, you know, Disney, oh, man, God. And I have no use for Disney. Most of the stuff I got for Disney, I already got on physical copy. You know what I mean? So, I just don't know what I'm going to do about Hulu, because I like Hulu Plus. I mean, I like Hulu, and I really do. So, I was thinking about downloading that app and getting it, but I have to think about it. Because every time I go into the Hulu site, Disney's like, oh, you can get Disney and Hulu for this much, or you can get Hulu for this much, or you can get Disney, Hulu, and ESPN. I have no use for none of them. I don't hardly watch sports anyway. Even though I'm a San Francisco 49er fan, they can't win it all. They can't win every year. They're doing good this year. They did good last year. They did good the year before. There's a lot of people's teams that do good. They just can't win the big show. There's a lot of people in this city, in this town, man. A lot of these Ohio State fans, man, I know they gotta be sorry, because Ohio State, man, I know they don't. Wow, I live in Ohio, man. I think these Ohio State fans, I know they gotta be disappointed. But you know, they'll bounce back. But anyway, that's another goal. What's another goal? Oh, these daggone video games. I say to myself, Vic, why are you buying all these video games when you have not beat the video game that you already are playing? I'm stuck on so many video games, man. I'm stuck. I'm getting ready to play a video game here in another 10, 15 minutes after I get done with this video, because I'm like, I'm getting excited though, because I think I got this game. I think I got it. You know how you play a game? Each game got their own different mechanics, but you know, I said to myself, this year you're gonna finish a lot of those games, and the ones that you don't think you're gonna play, I'm getting rid of them. I'll take them to Salvation Army or something. And I don't do no posting, no trying to sell, none of that. I just take them to Salvation Army. Anyway, that's another one. And then these things on you know, these apps like PS Plus and the Xbox what's that thing called? The Xbox their little, you know what I'm talking about. The Xbox Game Pass. I had Xbox Game Pass and the PS Plus subscription, and I was paying $15 for Game Pass and $14 for PS Plus membership. And I canceled both of them because I work so much I can't play video games like I want. And I love playing video games, but there's only so much you can squeeze in, you know, for you know, time-wise. So, like I said, those are some of the things I want to work on this year. What are some of the things you guys want to work on this year? I know I ain't going to get that many views off this, but I got to start uploading stuff and being a little bit more creative. But that is some of the things I want to work on. I even got on some walkthroughs on YouTube so I can get through some of these games so I can play them, because I really want to beat these games. I ain't got somebody. I want to work out. I want to diet more. I don't do bad on my diet, but I want to do a little bit more cardio. And I want to work on my cardio, and I don't cuss that much, but I want to stop cussing. If I can't get my point across, then I don't need to cuss. I don't need to cuss to get my point across. If I can't get my word in as well, if I'm talking to somebody that don't want to listen to me, I'm just going to shut up and just go like this. Wow, that's interesting. Wow, okay. And I ain't going to say nothing else, because that's it. Because I can't get no word in anyway. You know, but anyway, those are some of the things I want to work on. That's just tip of the iceberg, but God bless and Happy New Year, and that is some of my goals of 2024. What are some of your goals of 2024? Drop the comments down below, which I know you won't, because none of you never do. God bless. We'll catch you later. We'll see you.